Welcome back, club members, to the Clean Slate Video Club. Tonight we're talking about a movie from a group of directors, the Philippou brothers. Philippou? It's not Philippou. Philippou brothers. They're on YouTube. They're like iconic YouTube creators. But anyways, we're talking about Bring Her Back. I'm Carson Phillips. That's Daniel Garza. And yeah, I'm really excited to talk about this movie. This comes from the directors of Talk to Me, which is another movie I loved. But this is their latest film. Came out earlier this year. And Daniel, this was your first watch for it, correct?
It was. Yeah. Let's talk about this one. All right, here's the logline. A brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual at the secluded home of their new foster mother.
You left out one detail. It is the secluded part does make a difference, actually, in most of these horror films.
Yes. I can't have the IMDb page open that much on this one because it's just...
This movie has, if you haven't seen it yet, there's some body horror elements. It's extremely graphic. I think I actually called you after I watched it the first time and was like, you won't believe what this kid eats.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's some really intense stuff.
You actually said, don't watch this movie to me.
I said that?
I think so, because it was either you or my brother, which...
Okay.
Same thing.
Dang, dude.
Like, you're my brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I didn't know if you understood.
Dude, we should kiss.
Because brothers kiss.
Well,
anyway.
Maybe the Bradys.
And then in, what was it, August, we're like, let's go crazy
for
with
Halloween,
all the movies in Halloween. And this definitely delivers. Now, guys, we do sometimes, but we haven't had to give many, like, warnings or trigger warnings.
This is
has
massive,
every trigger warning possible besides, like, maybe... No, yeah, every trigger warning possible.
There's no nudity. No, there is.
Yes, there is.
There is. Sorry. This has every trigger warning.
I stopped myself.
Yeah, no, this literally has all of them.
Yeah, so, yeah, guys, I mean... This movie quite literally, like, scarred me a little bit, which is what we wanted. Mm-hmm. But it is horrible in the best way possible. And, yeah, let's talk about it. What are some of your likes?
Yeah, there's a lot to like about this movie. It's not just body horror for the sake of that, which body horror freaks me out more than any other horror genre. Typically, I don't like seeing bad things happen to people's faces, especially the eyeballs, which this film does avoid the eyes for the most part. But yeah, there's some bad things that happen at the beginning of this movie, and then throughout, there's very little levity. There's maybe like one scene of levity when they're all drinking together, which is also kind of disturbing. You should not be drinking with two children. That's odd. That's a weird thing to do. So yeah, there's plenty of that. There's some child abuse, but yeah, the movie's very intense, and I like that intensity. I think it's good that they didn't hold back on showing this stuff. And we might talk about this, but there's some lines that they kind of touch that are a little intense. There's some supernatural stuff in this as well as the normal physical. Pretty horrific transformation that looks very realistic. I don't know how they were able to pull this off using practical effects, but it looks amazing. If you can call it amazing. And then from a story standpoint, we talked about this off podcast, but it does subvert your expectations multiple times. I really couldn't have told you where this movie was going to go, even based off, I feel like Talk to Me, you could kind of guess where that movie was going. Yeah. Ultimately, this movie, I couldn't tell you how it was going to end, who was going to live, who was going to make it out. Like, I really couldn't guess that. Like, I was surprised by a few things. And then the overall, like, meaning behind the film, you could take it multiple different directions, but it really deals with like trauma and grief, I think, in a really interesting way. And I watched this after a recent passing of someone, and it kind of made me think about some of that stuff. Obviously this is more intense than actually losing someone, but yeah, it's a really interesting way to like look at that process and put it on film. So I don't know, I like the movie.
Well, thank you for being brave enough to share those things with us.
I feel like I'm at Bible study. People say that. Thank you so much, Carson. That must have been really hard for you to share.
Guys, let's give actually Carson a round of applause.
I love talking.
Anyway, yeah. So this movie for me, it crossed a lot of lines.
Which line? I want to know.
There's like a lot of demonic lines
Oh,
that it crossed for me.
okay. Maybe some lines made of salt.
Yeah. Which at first I was like vampires, but it also like weapons had that too. It was, I guess, more witchcraft than anything.
It's like an occult thing, yeah.
Yeah. There is some like I think you touched on it, is like the abuse aspect of it that was like really heavy. Even though it wasn't like a main thing, it kind of like in terms of everything else, it was kind of glossed over. But you can tell like the actor in this, the boy, his name's Billy Barratt. He plays Andy. He's the older brother, and you can just tell like
he's great.
He did such a great job.
Yeah,
on his
he feels like a
role
real
of being
kid,
a bigger brother.
too.
Yeah, and he has his own struggles, all these different things. He's kind of the bad boy, but he has the responsibility of like taking care of his blind sister.
He does like realistic, like his reactions to things and the choices he makes. Everyone makes like actual like choices normal people would make, which I think is cool to see in a horror film.
Yeah, and this felt like it was more of a real like kid, as opposed to like some kid that's like kind of like being showy for the camera, or like they're all adulting than when they don't need to. This felt really grounded, and yeah, I really liked it. The story was a lot deeper than just a cult story or like just another scary story, which is the best kind of horror movies, because there's
Elevated horror, so to speak.
The horror is kind of like the like result of like the inner trauma that's going on inside of you. That's kind of what a lot of these good horror movies actually do. So for me, this movie is it's almost a 5. And with all that being said, I was scared out of my mind. I do look away at movies a lot.
You might want to look away while watching this one.
I did look away a lot.
I squirmed the first time I watched this, and I squirmed the second time just as much. Like, it didn't get easier. I think at home it's almost worse, because you're like, I could fast forward this. I don't have to watch this.
But you
still have to. Yeah, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself again?
It hits almost every single emotion. Maybe it's besides like a happy one, but like
I think the ending is kind of happy.
Here's my thing. Spoiler alert. I really wish the brother didn't die. And
I'm glad he did.
I don't think he
it
needed to.
made the threat more real.
Sure, but I think that's my only like gripe with this movie, is that the brother had to die. I wish he didn't have to.
I think it's a good choice. I think the story.
The movie. I just wish
you're just upset
he was such a good character, and
what happens to him is awful. The way he dies is awful.
Well, he almost dies like 5 times, but the final way that he died was brutal. It was ruthless.
I'm just glad the little girl didn't die.
Dad. Yeah, well, I mean, it feels kind of criminal to like kill disabled person.
Yeah, a grieving disabled person. She did great in this movie as well, though. Like, the whole cast is fantastic. She kills it. What's the other boy's name?
Literally, but yes.
She doesn't kill anybody in this movie.
Oliver?
Ollie. I think his real name is Jonah Phillips. No relation. He did a great job too. I mean, I don't know if they used him for all of the body transformation scenes, but if they did, that kid is brave, because there's some crazy like prosthetics and stuff going on to make him look the way he did. So they did such a great job with this cast and this story. And even like the filming and all that stuff, the rainy scenes look amazing, and that climax with this body and like all this gross stuff is so well done and horrifying to look at. And then I think the ending is a little cathartic for me, but because you have all this tension built up, and then finally it's released, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just watched that.
Yeah, I was very happy to get at the end of this movie, but all that to say, it's a very sad movie. It's a heavy movie. Yeah. But it's a really good movie. This is like one of those ones where you like, you're glad you went through it. It was painful going through it, but you're glad you did it.
Yeah. So, exactly. It's like you come out a different person, but in a good way.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Okay. Any dislikes? I kind of said mine. I don't really have a dislike on this.
I have no dislikes. I think my only dislike is more of an expectation issue I had the first time I watched it. So upon the rewatch, I didn't have this issue. So it's kind of a non-issue. But Talk to Me kind of felt like a party movie in a lot of ways, because there's party scenes and there's a great fun soundtrack and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This movie doesn't do that at all.
Yeah.
The soundtrack's not like that. It's just very intense. It's doing a very different movie overall.
Yeah.
Even editing wise, like, yeah. So my expectations were to have something similar to Talk to Me, just like with a new storytelling. But I'm kind of glad it's not. I'm glad it's something fresh and different. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
Australian horror for the win.
Yeah, this is better than Talk to Me, in my opinion.
I think I agree.
Anyway, all right. You're in this situation. You're the brother and or blind sister.
Oh,
Scary.
gosh. I mean, if I'm the sister and I thought my brother just decked me in the face in my sleep, scary. Yeah. And if I'm the brother and I'm being gaslit about every single thing happening in my life, I'm being like tricked into wetting the bed and like some other weird crap, I would be crashing out, honestly.
Yeah.
So, no matter who you are in this movie, even if you're the lady, there's some horrible things that happen to her even. So,
yeah.
Or you're the CPS worker that walks in. Like, no one has a good time in this movie. So, yeah, 10. It's a 10 for everyone.
Yeah, I think this is a 10 out of 10. All right, well, guys, that is Behind Her Back. What is it? Bring Her Back.
Sorry, we're recording at 2 a.m. and we're very immature, and we sometimes don't edit out stupid things. But since Daniel's dying over here, I will close us out.
Yes, please.
Yeah, this was Bring Her Back. We enjoyed this movie, and you guys.
Okay, hurry up. We're gonna run out of battery.
Thank you guys for watching this episode, this review. Go ahead, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, do all the things. Comment down below, though. We really want to talk with you guys about these movies. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with another nightly review. And remember to be kind and rewind. Peace out.